Guys, welcome back to another video. So today is actually the first day of July, and today we're going to be filming my July TBR for this month. So I am going to do this a little differently than when I did the June TBR. I actually got a jar and I just made all the little prompts and I just put that in the jar. So we're going to use that to pick out the books that I want to read this month. And this month we're going to do 6 books in total, because last month I did 3. I barely even got to the 3. I'm actually currently reading one of my June TBR, but I only made it to about like 53% or 58. So yeah, so we're going to do this a little differently, and we're going to do 6 books for the TBR that I need to prioritize. Okay, so this is the jar that has all my prompts in it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's like little slips of paper here. So let's go ahead and pick out the first prompt. Let's try and mix it. I can't really fit my hand in there. Let's pick one out. Okay, I grabbed this one. Set that down. Ooh, read a book inspired by a video game. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, so I know last month I did Elden Ring. I think this month I want to do, let me see, I'm going to do Zelda, just because I low-key am kind of in a Zelda mood and that gives me summer vibes. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out some books that remind me of Zelda. Okay, so for the prompt, I actually picked 4 books. So starting with the first one is This Will Be Fun by E.B. Asher. So I picked this book primarily because the cover gave me just Zelda vibes, but I know this is like a cozy type fantasy, so this is definitely one of the options. The second option I chose is actually Land of the Unknown, Egress. This is actually a indie author. It's by Mario A. Hernandez. I actually saw this at the book festival and I thought the character looks like Link. This is quite interesting. Honestly, I think the strange creatures basically gives me Zelda vibes, and also like his best friend disappears. I know Link always has to save Zelda, so he has to save his best friend from these strange creatures. So this is definitely an option just because it fits pretty well the premise, and it's a light read too. It's quite short, but yes, this is definitely one of the options. Another option is Aragon by Christopher Paolini. Just thinking about this one because honestly, the vibes in this book is just Zelda. Like, it gives me the Zelda vibes. And I want to read this one because this is a reread for me, like my 4th reread. Just because I want to this time finish the series so I can read Mortog, which is the kind of like a spin-off series from my favorite character ever, from Aragon. But I kind of just wanted to reread the series just one more time. So this definitely gives me Legend of Zelda vibes. So this is definitely one of the options. The last book that I have on this list is actually Direbound. I don't know if you guys know. In The Legend of Zelda, I don't remember which game, but Link has a wolf, or he turns into a wolf. I don't remember, I'm not 100% sure. So definitely Direbound has been on my list for a while now. I actually have the really nice deluxe edition with the sprayed edges, with the end paper art. Like, it's just stunning. Like, stunning. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then the front is also very, very nice. Let me take the dust jacket off. Like, it is stunning. It's a stunning book. And honestly, I've just been wanting to get into it. There's like new takes on like dragon riders and stuff. So this actually sounds really interesting. So now I have to decide which book I want to read. So the options are Direbound by Sable Sorensen. I don't think I mentioned the author. I'm really sorry about that. Aragon by Christopher Paolini. Land of the Unknown Egress by Mario A. Hernandez. And then This Will Be Fun by E.B. Asher. So this is kind of like, I think I really want to read Direbound, so I'm going to pick Direbound for this pick just because I've been eyeing this for a while now, and this is just something I've been wanting to read for a long time. So we'll be picking Direbound as our first option. Okay, on to our second pick of our July TBR. So I already saw the prompt. It is read a sci-fi. I don't know if you guys can see that. So yes, read a sci-fi. Honestly, I'm quite excited for that because I've just been in such a sci-fi kick lately, and that's just exciting. So actually most of my sci-fis are here, so let's go ahead and pick that out. So for this prompt, I actually picked 4 books that I would like to get to this month. So let's start off with the first one. The first one is Sunrise on the Reaping. This was actually on my June TBR last month, but I did not get to it. And I do want to read it because the movie is coming out soon, and I just want to be prepared for it. So this is definitely one of the options, and this is by Suzanne Collins, obviously iconic Hunger Games. The next book that I have is actually Golden Sun by Pierce Brown. This is the second book to the Red Rising trilogy or series. I would love to continue this series. The first book was so good. So this is definitely an option because it is something I want to get to. I can't really tell you too much what's in the second book just because it's a sequel to Red Rising. Yeah. So this is one of the options. We also have Watch Me by Tara Mafi. I actually read the Shatter Me series last year, and I thought it was okay. I know, unpopular take, but I know this is like a spin-off of the Shatter Me series. I think it's about James and like their kid or something like that. I don't know too much about it, and I kind of want to go into this blind because I want to have like a good impression on this. I also even have Release Me, and she just announced she's releasing another one. Okay, so this is definitely an option. Our next option is actually canon. This has been on my May TBR. I really want to read this. This looks so good. This is actually the book of the month option. I actually got it as like an early release, but I just did not make it to it just because I started Alchemized, and I don't really know anything about it. But this just sounds like such a good time, and I've been wanting to read this for a while. So this is Canon by Paige Lewis. Okay, now that I went through the 4 books in the prompt that I pulled, so read a sci-fi, I need to decide which one I should read. I don't know. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with Canon by Paige Lewis just because it's been haunting me, taunting me, and I've just been wanting to read this book for like a long time. So I think I'm gonna do canon, and then if I feel like I want to read the other books, I can go ahead and pick those up. But yes, we're choosing canon for this prompt. Okay, on to our third prompt. This one is read on my Kindle. Ooh, that's exciting. Okay, I will be right back. I'm gonna go grab my Kindle and see what I have, and then we'll discuss. Okay, so I went ahead and grabbed my Kindle. So it looks like I have a couple books that I have on here. I do have like a lot of arcs. I think we'll pick an arc. I'm gonna pick Until the Dragonflies by E.J. Ashwood. This book is actually coming out, I think it's July 16th? Yes, July 16th. So I'm quite excited to read this. I don't know anything about Until the Dragons Fly, which is kind of bad, but I kind of want to go into this blind. Okay, time to pick our 4th book for this month. The Jar Decide. Your favorite author. Ooh, that's exciting. Okay, so my favorite author is actually V.E. Schwab. So I have a couple books that I've not read from her. So let's go ahead and let me go ahead and pull them out so then we can discuss about them. Okay, hey guys, I am back. So there are actually 4 books I have not read by V.E. Schwab, which is quite shocking. So anyways, let's go down the list and see what we are going to pick. So the first book is actually City of Ghosts by V.E. Schwab. This is actually her middle grade story, spooky reading type thing. I think I'm gonna wait on this one because I think I want to read this around Halloween. This gives me really strong Halloween vibes, so I think I will wait on this one for sure. I think that's what I've decided already. The next book is actually Vicious. The third book is actually coming out this year in October. Actually sounds really fun, and since the third book is coming out soon, I would like to get to this. So this is definitely a maybe. The next book that we have is this Savage Song. This is actually her YA novel. Actually gives me Fire and Brimstone vibes by Talia Wall. I don't know if you guys, it's actually an ARC. She's an indie author and I loved that book from last month. This actually gives me that vibes, but I don't know if I want to read something like that again. I think deep down in my heart I'm leaning more to Vicious just because the third book is coming out. So then the last book is actually Near Witch by V.E. Schwab. This is actually her debut novel. So this is something I actually really have been wanting to read. I actually got this nice cover. I think it usually comes in a white cover, but I found this with the red cover because it matches the theme of my V.E. Schwab shelf basically. This actually sounds really, really fun, but I think I might save this for Halloween. This gives me a lot of fall vibes. This and City of Ghosts, these two give me like fall vibes. Like these I want to read during the fall. So I think these two for sure I'm gonna like put aside and definitely not. The Savage Song versus Victorious. I think I'm gonna do Victorious just because the next book is coming out so soon and I want to read it. So I'm gonna save this for a different reading time. Our fourth book for my July TBR. Okay, we actually have 2 more prompts that we have to get through. So let's see what the prompt jar picks out for us. Oh, there's actually one falling out here. So let's go ahead and grab that one. Start the first book of a series. Oh no, not another one. There's a lot for sure that I have of a first book of a series. So let's go ahead and pick those out. I have a stack right here of like first books of a series. Some of them are trilogies, some of them are duologies, but I think that's fine because there's multiple books. So we're gonna let that fly because I just have a lot of books that I just need to start and see if I like. I do have more in the other room, but I just didn't want to overwhelm myself. So I just focused on the ones that I have in this room before we go to the other room. Anyways, let's go ahead and start. So the first book is actually The Will of the Many by James Islington. Everyone has been raving about this book. Even my book club back at UCLA has been obsessed with this book. This was one of actually the fantasy picks of the month, but I think I chose a different book. So honestly, this just sounds really cool, and I think I might want to read this just because it gives me like Roman Empire vibes. But definitely this gives me Odyssey vibes, and the Odyssey is coming out this month, the movie by Christopher Nolan. And this is definitely a choice. So I'm gonna put it down here. Next book is actually Caraval, Once Upon a Broken Heart. But a lot of people say you should read Caraval first and like that trilogy before you jump into that. So I'm just scared to read this because one of my favorite books is actually The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I don't know, I just feel like they both have similar vibes, and I'm just scared this one is just like a copy of that. I know that sounds stupid, they're both very different, but I know how my brain functions. But this has been on my TBR for a very long time. Ooh, the map is stunning. Yeah, I don't know about this one. This one I will think about for sure. So I'm gonna put this down here. The next book is Of Flames and Fallacies by Courtney Wins. I actually follow Courtney on Instagram. She was actually at the LA Book Festival this April, and she actually said, if you like dragons, you'll like this. And I love dragons. So I kind of want to read this. I want to read more indie authors. So this is definitely a maybe. I know this is like a romantasy. So this gives me like Aragon vibes. And I've been like, I really want to reread Aragon. And I think I want something similar to that. So this is definitely, I'll be thinking about that. The next one is Quicksilver by Callie Hart. This has been on my shelf for so long. The second book is out, and the third one is rumored to come out. So I feel like a lot of people already know what Quicksilver is about, a chonker. I've heard that a lot of people do not like Brimstone. So I don't know. I haven't even read Quicksilver, so I don't know. I'll definitely think about this. This is definitely on my radar, but I'll think about it. The next book is actually When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. I'm dying to read this. Like, literally dying to read this. Everybody is talking about it because the second book came out. What is it called? The next book just came out, and I really want to read it. And this has been on my shelf for so long. This book is stunning. Every time somebody talks about this book, it's like the book I'm gonna read. Like, I want to read this book like so bad. So this is definitely on the... Okay, so I narrowed the books down to 3 selections. So the first one is The Will of the Many, Flames and Fallacies, and When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. I think I want to do When the Moon Hatched. Look at this art. Isn't that stunning? Yeah, I want to do When the Moon Hatched. This is the pick. I've decided. We are picking When the Moon Hatched. Okay, so we have one more book for our July TBR. So we're going to use the jar to... Okay. This one's all folded. A book you will binge read. Ooh, exciting. Okay. Let me pull some books out. Okay, so I have a little bit of a stack here, which I'm quite excited. So let's go ahead and start with the books that I picked. So the first book is actually Lightlark by Alex Astor. I am obsessed with Starside. I love Starside so much, but I have not read her YA book, which is Lightlark. The romance in here is like amazing. Like I hear just good things about the romance in this book. So this is definitely an option. The next book is actually Kissed by the Gods by Katie Rogan. I've been seeing this everywhere. So this is definitely a book I would love to get to. This is kind of like Direbound, but it's like with horses instead, like Pegasus. And I actually ride horses, so this is actually gonna be super, super fun. So this is definitely an option, but I already have Direbound on the list, so I might hold on to this. The next book is The Will of the Many. I already talked about it last prompt, because I definitely think I will binge read this. I will definitely binge read this, because this premise sounds so interesting that I'm just so intrigued to read it. So this is one of the options. Another option is actually the Jasad Heir. This is kind of like an Egyptian mythology type thing, and I heard that the romance is actually also really fun. So yeah, I don't know too much about it. I don't want to know too much about this book. I just want to go into this book blind. So this is definitely a book that I think I will binge read. So definitely this is an option. And last but not least is The Mistake by Ella Kennedy. As you probably know, the hype around the off-campus series is high. So this is basically the second book of that series. I have not read The Deal, but the thing is, The Deal is basically the first season of Off Campus. So I'm just like, that story is just so fresh in my head. I know the book is probably different than the show, whatever. But my favorite character from the show was actually Logan, and this is John Logan's book, and I feel like I will binge read this. This is so stunning. This is actually one of the special edition ones, and I love this book. It's so stunning. So this is definitely an option, and I definitely have to think about it because this selection is really good. So I'll get back to you when I narrow it down to 3 books. Okay, so I have narrowed it down to 3 books. So The Will of the Many, Kissed by the Gods, and also The Mistake. And honestly, I think since I have a lot of romance, I have When the Moon Hatched, I have Until the Dragons Fly, and then I also have Direbound, which is basically all fantasy. So I think I might wait on these 2 books. And then I think I'm just going to do The Mistake, which is going to be like a fun romance to read. Girl, I mostly read fantasy, but sometimes I need a break. Like, sometimes I just need to detox from fantasy just because it is one of my top genres that I do read. So I usually cleanse my palette either with a romance or with a contemporary fiction book. But since I did not pull any contemporary fiction because I'm just not in the mood for some contemporary fiction, I feel like this romance book will definitely help me stay on track and definitely focus. So yes, we are choosing The Mistake by Elle Kennedy for our last prompt. Okay, so we're just gonna do a quick little rapid fire of the books I'm gonna be reading for July. So first one is the Kindle book, which will be Until the Dragons Fly by E.J. Ashwood. Our next book is actually Vicious by V.E. Schwab, which I'm so excited to read because the next book is coming out soon, the 3rd book is coming out soon, so I cannot wait to start this. Our next book will be When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. I'm so excited to get to this book. I feel like this will be 6 stars for me, so I hope. The next book is The Mistake by Elle Kennedy, which I'm so excited to get to. Next, we have Canon by Paige Lewis. This I am so excited to read just because the cover is just so intriguing. Book of the month sold me on this one, and I love Book of the Month. So yeah, so this is the cover, this is the back, so I can't wait to read this one. And then last but not least, we have Direbound, which is another book that I'm just so excited to get to. So with that being said, this is actually the end of my July TBR video. I'm so sad because I had a lot of fun, but don't forget to like and subscribe and just comment what book that you like from my collection, and I'll see you in the next one.